KONY campaign.
Joseph KONY.
KONY campaign.
KONY project.
The whole KONY thing.
I think KONY is a terrible person, and KONY campaign I think is really exaggerated and kind of like it's good to take him down, right? But
I think the KONY project has merit, definitely.
Important.
Promising.
KONY is a bad person, but the KONY campaign is highly flawed.
The idea was doomed from the get-go.
I don't even know really what to say. It's just really confusing.
I think KONY needs to stop. Just stop.
I still think the project is a good cause because there are still child soldiers out there.
I think the KONY project is a good idea because it gives these kids a little bit of hope.
Hopeful.
But I think the one thing we have to really consider is that everybody jumped on board with it so fast, just watching that movie, and then all of a sudden he has a little bit of a meltdown, and then everybody decides to jump right off again and abandon ship, which I don't think is very fair, because it can't be that hard on someone who you immediately threw your support behind, and then they have a little bump in the road, and then just lose it on them. Like, people do that all the time.
Confusing.
Really kind of confusing.
Really confusing.
It's just really confusing.
At the beginning I was really supportive, but now after hearing all the facts, I really do not know.
I thought they did a really good job of getting the information out there, but they should have been more honest with what they were using their money for.
But I feel like Invincible Children isn't being honest with the facts about fundraising and stuff.
I'm not 100% sure about what's going on, but I think Joseph KONY needs to be stopped.
I supported it at first, but they started to kind of say that it was controversial, and it seemed like a lot of the money wasn't going towards what it's supposed to.
I didn't get how all of a sudden people started caring.
Controversial.
I think people are overreacting about this, and they're just looking for a new villain.
Deceitful.
It started out as, a really good cause that I think a lot of people really wanted to be a part of, and then kind of as more things surfaced and became put out in the open, I think it caused a lot of conflict and just confusion and maybe anger.
The charity itself I don't think is really valid because they're using so much of their money for other things, like other than actually helping all of the children. And
I think even though the methods for the KONY project has been using are really questionable, it is extremely important that we find him.
The concept of KONY is a good idea, and I look forward to seeing more of this project in the future.
And the person running it is a complete nut job.
I think it was a really good idea. Because it raised a lot of awareness.
I think that, the whole KONY campaign is a bit, blown out of proportion. They didn't really, or the guys just trying to earn some money off of the misfortune of a lot of kids in Africa.
And everything that they say they're using the money for, I guess, is not really the best. So, I guess it could be done a lot better.
Deceitful.
But, I don't know, I've heard some rumors about the thing that he started, the organization, not being 100% legit. And I've heard some other rumors about some weird stuff that the guy that made the video, like him getting into some weird and doing some weird stuff. Not sure if all of those are true. But
Regarding Jason Russell's recent meltdown, I know that's put a lot of a negative impression on the KONY project because he kind of walked around naked in the streets. But if you were in his position, think about how much stress you'd be under, knowing all the negative ideas that people have been putting towards KONY now that it's become this huge hit. It is extremely odd what he did, but it's not very surprising at all.
I support the project, even though I don't really understand what's all been said.
KONY, that is a good awareness video, but they should have been way more clear about where they're putting their money into, like the advertising and everything.
I think the project has too many possibilities for being absolutely connish, so I don't really know what to think about it.
But I would rather give my money to a cause that is giving more money to the children and less into advertising.
Did a really good job making the video.
I
I thought they did a really good job making that movie and informing people about it.
Strikes and you're out, Kony.
Like publicized or misleading or not what I was expecting.
I don't know. I'm just really confused about the whole thing. It seems like a good idea and all, but I don't know. It's just very gray area.
Also, there's like a whole bunch of people that only really supported it for like a week because it was a popular thing in the media, and then now no one really cares about it.
Erroneous.
So I guess you just have to just kind of let it mature a little bit and just wait. Cause
Kony's gotta go. Kony's bad.